Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Crochet Chat. So as you may be able to tell from the background, I am at my nan's house. So I'm just visiting her to grab some stuff before I head off to my craft fair on Saturday, which is very exciting. So in this episode I'm going to show you some stuff that I've made for the craft fair. I'm going to give you an idea of the layout I am going to be filming a separate video of everything to do with the craft fair, from like preparations the day before to the setup to a summary at the end of how it went. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys, and that will probably be on Sunday because I expect I'll be too tired on the Saturday. But I just wanted to kick today off with showing you what I'm making at the moment. So as I mentioned, I am at my nan's house and it's actually her birthday coming up. I'm keeping my voice down in case she can hear me. But I'm making her a divine hat. So I've just started in this yarn. And when I started it, I thought it was blue, but now it's in a different light. I can tell very clearly it's purple. But my nan has commented to say what a pretty colour it is. She just has no idea it's for her. So I'm hoping she'll like that. This is going to be another divine hat, and I've made a few of those before. So I'll show you them briefly today, but they're also in my other video, which is showing off my hats, which I'll link at the end. But yeah, what I want to do, I've basically got everything I've made since I started crocheting for the craft fair I had in November, and I started that in July, August time last year. So I've got loads of stuff and I just want to organise it into what I'm taking with me this time, what I'll save for a next craft fair, and just sort of separate it into sections. So I've got my nice box of scarves, which I'll put at the back of the stand. So, and I've got a couple of other scarves. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have scarves at the left of my stall, and then hats in the middle. And then, so what I'll do, I'll sort of separate hats and scarves so they're sort of very sort of clear separate sections. So those are those scarves. And another bag of items here. So I think these are all scarves. So this is a scarf. Ooh, this is a scarf I'm going to talk about in another upcoming video, but I'll save that for next time. It's very exciting. So this is another scarf. And again, I won't go into too much details because I have got a video specifically on scarves. So this is an infinity scarf. This is also an infinity scarf. And yeah, like I said, there'll be links to that in the description and at the end of the video. So a lot of the items you see in this video you may have already seen before, but I'm just going to be sort of talking generally about the craft fair, about what I've been up to crochet-wise, and I just thought it'd be fun for you guys to organise with me, because I know I love seeing other people doing videos like that. So now we're up to the hats, and I'm going to put hats on this side so that I can clearly see them separately. So I forgot how soft this one is. It's so nice. I'm going to miss that one. And then yeah, I've got a few of this kind made with the Karen X Pantone yarn. Have I got another one made of Karen X Pantone? Not in this bag. This is a kid hat, which I'm going to sort of put. My nan's got like a whole lot of sofas, so I'm putting the kids' hats a bit further away, just so I'm going to put them at the front, I think, of the stall, so they're sort of separate from the adult ones. Then I've got three very similar hats, but they are different, so they have different patterns, but they're all made with the same yarn. I do like those. I love all my hats, I won't lie. So this is another one made with the Karen X Pantone. I think, yeah, that's all the hats in there. I just got this random bit of yarn I think I took with me for if I had downtime. So this is kind of like, hang on, is it going to show? This is like ribbony yarn. There we go, I think you can see it. Yes, this is ribbony yarn in a very pretty red, dark green, orange kind of colour. It's really pretty. So I'll keep that in the bag just because I like it. So then I've got this bag, which I think is mainly my premium items, but it's got some finished divine hats. So like I said, I'm making one for my nan in the purple colour. So this is one of the divine hats. I just love the pattern. I'm going to pop it on, even though it's going to look really bad with the headscarf, but you can get the idea for it. So that's what the divine hat looks like once it's on, and I just think it's so pretty. I love the pattern. I love the shell effect it creates. I love especially the little spirals going all the way around. I adore it. So that will go with the hats. Another one to go with the hats. I made a lot of hats. I hope some of them sell. I'm going to count at the end to see. In fact, I'm going to count now how many hats I've got. No. Once I've put all the hats together, then I will count and I'll tell you how many I've got. So yeah, this is the premium items. I'm going to leave them in their separate bags. So I've got a couple of baby blankets, another couple of baby blankets. These ones are slightly bigger ones. And what I'm going to do with my premium items, I'm going to get like a rail, so I've got like a tripod with a crossbar, and I'm going to put that at the back of my stall, and I'm going to put all the premium items on hangers and just have them at the back with a sign. I think I've got my sign somewhere in here actually. Yeah, so I've got my sign that just says to ask about the premium items, so that way people can ask, they can have a feel of it, they can try it on if it's like a shawl or something, and get an idea for if it's something they'd like to buy. So I've also got my premium hat and scarf set. Again, this is such gorgeous sparkly yarn. You can see the sparkles catching the light. It's stunning. So that's an infinity scarf and hat set. So that's another one of the premium ones. You've got this matching hat and scarf set. So I'm just going to bring you this closer so you can see the pattern on it. It's not showing up too well on the camera, but it's got like a bubble effect and sort of chains in between to create a really nice pattern. I really like it, and it's got, again, such a nice colour and tone to the yarn. Like, it's beautiful, really beautiful. I really hope I'm not expecting all the premium items to sell, or even necessarily any of them, because they are a bit higher priced, but I really hope at least one person like looks at them and gets a feel for them, because they're so nice and they're such unique items. So this is like a Mobius shawl, which again I've shown off in my video showing off the premium items, which again I'll link at the end. But yeah, I just think they're so nice, and it's nice to have a bit of variety for the stall, so it's not just all hats and scarves. There's other items if people want to have a look. So I've got the shawls, I've got this nice green one. I'll put a bit closer so you can see the colour on that. Like, just the depth of colour in this I absolutely love. And even if no one buys them, I've loved making the premium items. Like, much as I do love making hats and scarves, I think there's something about making an item of such high quality and so different. Like, again, this shawl, I won't open it up, but like, look at the colour gradients on that. It's so nice to be able to work with such high quality yarn. So yeah, like, I hope they sell, but if they don't, I won't be too gutted, because I have had a great time making these. I just love having these items. Like, it's really nice to sort of be able to look and think, I made that. You know, I've come so far since I started my crochet journey, and it's just really nice to have that. So in this bag is all the stuff I've made since I last came down to my nan's. So I think 3 weeks, I reckon. Yeah, about 3 weeks since I last came down to my nan's. So these are actually some really cute drawstring pouches, but I'm not going to show you off these too much, because I've actually made a video about these, which I'll be releasing in a couple of weeks. I'm not going to be taking them to this particular craft fair. These are going to be for a summer craft fair, but like I said, I won't talk about those too much, but I'm just going to put these aside for not this time, so they don't get confused with the stuff I'm actually taking. So yeah, I've made a few different colours, but the stuff I am going to be taking, I've got this cowl. Again, you might recognise this yarn from the hat. It's the super fluffy one. It's so soft, it's so pretty, and it's just such a nice size as well. So it fits super comfortably around the neck. It's like so warm and everything. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I adore it. So I'm going to put this with the scarves. Then I've got this cowl as well. This is a pattern of my own, which I'll be doing a video about very soon, actually, because I've actually released my own pattern. Now, the pattern's for the scarf, so I sort of adapted it for the cowl. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing the video of my scarf with you guys. Then I've got this hat, which is a granny stripe hat, and this is kind of like more masculine colours, because I realised a lot of my hats were kind of feminine, so I wanted, it's not showing up perfectly, but it's navy with black on the bottom, and yeah, it's just in a granny stripes, and I've made it a bit bigger as well, just so it can fit on a larger sized head. So I'll put that with the hats. Another divine hat in this nice plum colour. Again, I'll pop that with the hats. What we got next? Another divine hat. You could literally, I used to always do my hats as do a rectangle and then sew it up, stitch it together at the top. But since I did the divine hat, I just fell in love with it. So this one was made with Sirdar #1, which I think this was the stone wash, and I think the colour was oak. So I'll pop that on for you guys to see. But yeah, again, I'm a useless model for hats because they have never ever suited me. But yeah, it's just, I think it's such a pretty pattern. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. So hopefully some customers will like it as much. Another, you guessed it, divine hat. This one is in a hot pink with a purple border. Then I've got some more child hat. Is this a child hat? Hang on. It might be a child hat. No, it's not. This one's the child hat. Okay. So I've got this one which I made a bit smaller. It's a sort of a modified version of the Divine hat, so that if it's a child-sized head, I sort of modified it myself. But yes, I won't be able to model this one because it's too small, because I have a head bigger than a child, which my husband's always joking that I've got a really small head, but it's bigger than a child hat, so it's not that tiny. And then I've got another one. This one's using a new stitch I learned called Lily of the Valley, which is, I think it creates a really pretty effect. So you sort of start off kind of similar to a granny stripe, but then it evolves, I'm going to put it a bit closer so you can see it, but it evolves into a really nice textured stitch. So I just love that, so I put that with a child's hat. Now this is the scarf that I made the pattern for, so I won't demonstrate it too much, but oh, it's just so lovely. Look at that cool scarf. And I think it's actually quite masculine as well, because it's got some like greys in there, some deep purples, and it has got the bright orange, but I think that actually looks kind of masculine, but I think it was pretty unisex, so I think it could work for a guy or a girl. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on my pattern, so this will feature in that as well. But yes, that's this scarf, so I'll pop that with the scarves. What else have I got? Aha, right, so this is a scarf, but this is for the premium items range. So this was made with the yarn from February's Knit Crate. So, hang on, let me demonstrate it a bit better. I'll pop it around my neck, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. So this is using the Dreamscapes, I think it was called, pattern that was designed by a creative grandma for last month's Knit Crate. I've got a video for my Knit Crate, so I'll link that. There's so many links at the end of the video, but yeah, I've got the video unboxing the February Knit Crate, and it's got tassels, guys. The pattern has tassels. The tassels took so long to make and put in, but it was worth it because I think it looks so pretty. And I'm going to put the yarn a bit closer up so you can sort of see the colours in there. So it's kind of like pinks, it's got lavenders, it's got a bit of yellow in there, it's got a bit of red. It's so pretty because it's all on a cream base. But yeah, this is going to be with the premium items range, and I think someone might snap this up because it's just so perfect, especially with the tassels. But yeah, this is actually only using one of the skeins that they gave us, so I haven't actually used the other one yet, because I modified the pattern to make it a bit thinner, because I think the original pattern was a bit too thick, because I don't like scarves too thick, and it's also a little bit shorter because I don't like scarves too long. But yeah, like, look at the texture on it, it's such a pretty pattern. So that's this one. In fact, if you did watch my last video for the February Knit Crate, you'll see that I had problem finding the pattern because it wasn't in the booklet, but then I contacted Knit Crate, they told me where I could find it, so managed to get the free pattern for this, and yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. So I'll pop that with the premium items. And then finally for this bag, I've got some coasters that I've made. So I'm not going to have too many coasters, I'm literally just going to have like a box at the sort of back of one of the areas. But I've got some coasters that I've made in case people don't want to buy hats and scarves. So I've got these ones in purple. So these are using the Flower Wheel coaster pattern by Seraphir, but I only do the first 5 rounds because otherwise I find the coaster comes out too big. But that's these ones in the purple, which I think the colour is Rich Lilac in the King Cole Vogue. So if you've watched my most recent yarn unboxing from Wool Warehouse, I got this this yarn from them, but that's the purple circular ones. Then I also made these ones. I was practicing the Alpine stitch, so I'll bring it a bit closer so you can sort of see the texture on that. And was it popping? There we go. So yeah, this is using the Alpine stitch, and I only made 2 of these because these took a bit longer, and honestly I prefer the circular ones, and I think most people prefer circular ones, so I only made a couple of them. And then I've also got some more circular ones, got 2 sets of 4, or people don't have to buy them in a set of 4, but I made 8 of them essentially. So these are in the colour Guppy Green in the King Cole Vogue. But yeah, I just think they're so pretty. So she's got this pattern, it's the Flower Wheel Circle series, and it evolves into be a square, and I've been using that with some Knit Crate yarn to make squares. I'm hoping at the end of the year to put it together in like a blanket, but I just really love all variations of the pattern. I love making it a bit smaller to make coasters. It's just a brilliant pattern, so I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. One last bag of crochet stuff to get through, guys, we're nearly there. So this stuff I'm probably not going to be taking with me, so just because I've only got so much space on the stool and I don't want it to get too cluttered. So these are some pot holders. I need to sew handles onto them, But yeah, I used double thickness cotton for this, so you can see I put 2 strands together. This one's blue and orange, this one's orange and yellow for a kind of sunny effect. But yeah, they're really good at sort of withstanding heat, so these are great as pot holders, or even those like what do you call them, hot plates I think they're called, that you put on the table to put the hot things on. So I've got that, and these are made for the Christmas craft fair, so they're in Christmassy colours. So I'll probably wait till I do another craft fair later in the year for those ones. And then also in this bag, oh my god, I've got so much stuff. I didn't realize I made so much stuff. So I've got some more coasters. So these are yellow and orange together, and these ones I did like a corner to corner, and then I did sort of chains around the outside to create that fun pattern. So I'll pop these with the coasters, because I will be taking these, if I can find the coasters. Oh, there we go. Forgot where I put them for a second. So yeah, I'll take those. I've got some that are shaped like autumn leaves, but I don't think I'm going to be taking them this time. I think, again, I'll wait till slightly later in the year when it is autumn, or it's about to be autumn, because I'm just not sure they'll sell at the moment. What else have I got? I've got some face scrubbies. Again, I'm going to wait till summer to sell the face scrubbies, but you can sort of see those. These are double thickness cotton, so they do a really good job. Honestly, got so much in here, I don't know how I'm going to sort it out. Oh yeah, this was fun. So for the Christmas, for the November craft I did, I made like sort of crochet tinsel by just literally chaining pretty yarn. So I've got a bunch of these, which again I'll save for a craft fair later in the year. An actual usable coaster, half double crochet, and back loop only half double crochet in this nice blue. So yeah, I'm basically, like I said, I'm only going to have 1 box of coasters, so I'm limiting what I'm going to be taking there. So these are the set of, let me find a full set and then I'll show you. So these are the coaster sets I sort of designed for Valentine's Day, but I think these will work really well with Mother's Day coming up as well, actually. So I've got the solid red, I've got pink with red around the outside, I've got solid pink, and then red with pink around the outside. Still need to sew the tails on in those, so I'm going to put those to the side so I remember to do that. But I've got a bunch of those, so I'll get those out of the bag. More tinsel. Honestly, like, this bag is chock-a-block full of stuff, so I'm sorting this out. So this was, again, I made it for the November craft fair, so I had this as like a bauble for the tree. It's just a colourful pom-pom, so I'll save that for later. And again, I've got these coasters, but they're in Christmassy colours, so not for this craft fair. Made quite a few of the Christmas coloured ones. So I've actually got these coasters, so these were from when I was quite early to crochet, so they're a bit of a different size. You can sort of tell that that one on the back's a bit bigger, but I'll put these with the coasters because I think these are really cute. This was made using the Lily Sugar and Cream, I think it's called the Love Ombre colour, but yeah, it's a really pretty colour. More crochet tinsel, this time in... So with the crochet tinsel, I literally just use like yarn scraps I have from leftover things. So as you saw in the probably saw in the scarves video, I have a bunch of Wendy Stella yarn that I used. So a lot of the crochet tinsel is made with the remnants of that. So this was the other colour I used for my autumn leaves, which I really like the autumn leaves. They look kind of like stars because the stalk's not showing up too well, but they are autumn leaves. But like I said, I won't take them this time. More Christmas coasters. What's this? This is like a doily thing, so I know this isn't made with, I think this is made with like cashmere and acrylic, so it's like tiny. I have no idea what I was thinking with this. This is pretty bit useless. I know I made up the pattern myself, which is why it's pretty wonky. Yeah, I literally have no idea what I was doing with this. Can't use it as a coaster because it's the wrong material, so I'll probably give it to someone as a gift and just say, it's a thing. Enjoy it. I'm going to give it to my nan as a gift. She likes decorative things. She can like put one of her ornaments on it or something. It will be a nice little ornament plate, so I'll put this to the side for her. More little baubles. These ones are a bit smaller. More baubles. I hope this video isn't really boring for you guys. I'm so sorry if it is. I just want to like show off what I've been making. So this is more of the crochet tinsel. More of, it's got very tangled in there. I'm gonna need to retie it. It's really easy to retie though. I just like put it around my fingers and then just like wrap. But yeah, I'm so excited for the craft fair. It's kind of snuck up on me because I booked it at the start of January and now it's just like get around the corner. It's like less than a week. So this is a can holder, which it's nice, but it won't. There's not space for it really this time, so I'll take that for my summer one if I do one. Right, I've got a bunch. I'm not going to show all of them because I've got way too many, but I have a bunch of crochet bookmarks. So I've got these ones that I was experimenting with and I don't really like because the yarn's too thick. I'm not sure they came out very well. This is like a flower. This is something. I do not like this bookmark. Might just give it away to someone that purchases someone like, here, have a free bookmark. I don't like it. What other bookmarks do I have? The ones I do actually like. So these are Elizabeth stitch ones. I'm not fussed on the colour, but I know everyone has different colour preferences, so that's not really something that bothers me. So I've got a bunch of different colours of bookmarks. Got a bunch of different stitches. I'm not going to show you every bookmark because I've literally got, I reckon, 40 at least. Like, they're just absolutely chock-a-block full of them. Ooh, headband I forgot was in there. I'll put that with the headbands, which I forgot. I'm so useless, guys. I forgot to finish showing you this bag. Oh my gosh, so this is headbands, which I'm not going to be taking this time, but I will show you in a future video because I've got loads of really cute headbands and I like those. But I'm going to finish showing you this bag because I think there's a couple more coasters, like this one, which has kind of like a little picot edge, which is very cute. Anything else actually worthwhile in this apart from just a bunch more bookmarks? I don't think so. I'm going to stop showing these to you guys because, quite frankly, I don't want to bore you with everything I've ever made. And I'm kind of concerned with how much crochet I've been doing. Like, I've got way too much yarn around me at the moment, but I'm going to count for you guys now. So, I have 3 children's hats, and then adult hats. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hats. Yeah. Okay, so 16 hats. Ugh. Cannot remember if I counted adult and child hats separately, which I think I did, which means 19 hats, which is crazy. And then scarves, we have 2 cowls. 2 cowls, and I put them as a separate count. And then, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm counting infinity scarves as like regular scarves. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the box rather, I'm not going to count them separate, take them out. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 scarves, 2 cowls, 16 adult hats, 3 children's hats, and then a bunch of coasters. So I've got a lot of stuff, and the thing is, crochet isn't even all of my stall. So aside from crochet, I run a sort of custom book service called My Marvelous Books, and I'll give you a quick example. So basically I like hand wrap them, put like washi tape and a little sticker on the back, and I put ribbons around it, and then I do like a little description of the book inside. So this one is an endearing male protagonist, a fierce love interest, and a backdrop set in the West End. This book has all the makings of a compelling romance. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And basically I have a bunch of different brand new books, and instead of like having to read the blurb for each one and think, oh my god, I can't choose which one, I just write little summaries and people tell me about their interests and I sort of help choose them a book. So I run it as an online service, but I'm also going to dedicate about a third of my stall to the books. So yeah, I just wrap them up in all sorts of different colours. So what's this one? A new order, an ancient evil, a battle about to begin. This gripping book is excellently written and is full of excitement. The page-turning action will keep you wanting more. So I keep them sort of relatively vague, but also they clue you into the genre so you know what to expect and people can sort of choose what appeals to them. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of those books. I'm going to leave my website down in the description, so if it's something you're interested in, you can go for it. It's free delivery within the UK, and I do deliver to the US, but I'll be honest, it's probably not worth it because delivery to the US is like £10, and by the time, yeah, I mean, it's with the UK, it's really worth it because for $7.99 you get a handmade bookmark, which is art rather than crochet most of the time, and you get a brand new book. But if it's with the delivery on top as well for the US, it's not really worth it. But you know, feel free to check it out, and I've got a Facebook page as well for that. What else to show you? Oh yeah, right, this next bit has nothing to do with crochet, but it is so cool, and I just really want to share it with you guys. So hang on. Okay, so earlier on, my nan and I went to town, and we were looking through charity shops, and I saw this, and I'm pretty sure it's handmade, and at first I was looking at it like, what the hell is that? And then I picked it up, and I realised what it was, and I just had to have it. And, I mean, it was a bit of a crazy purchase, because it's big, but it's like, I'll show you guys. Look at that. And this, are you ready for it? This is a sketchbook with like really, really thick watercolour paper. Right, listen to this, guys. You can hear the thickness of that paper. And there is like so much, like look at all those sheets of like thick watercolour paper. And I'm not very good at art, I'll be honest, but I'm really into art. So yeah, it's like got pretty fabric on both sides. It's got this gorgeous velvety edge. Everything about it sort of, especially the way the pages are sewn together and the fact that there's no like branding or anything on it. I think this is homemade. It's amazing, and it was £4. Like the materials alone are probably worth at least 5 times that. Like watercolour paper this thick. I haven't counted how many pages there are, but I reckon there's at least 50 in here. Like, it's just the most, I looked and I was like, there's no way it's only that price. This is absolutely insane. So I am super excited to do some painting and stuff in here. It won't be very good, but it'll be very fun. And at the end of the day, that is what matters. So I know this video has been pretty long, a lot longer than most of my others, but I really hope it's been interesting for you guys to watch. I've loved being able to sort of share this. You've taken a probably quite stressful experience of having to organise everything and made it a lot more fun being able to just do it with you guys for the camera. But yeah, I just need to pack everything into bags now and then get ready to take it back with me and then craft around on Saturday. I'm really nervous but also really excited. Thanks very much for watching. Please like the video, pop a comment down below, let me know what your favourite item you saw in this video was, because there were loads, and also let me know what projects you guys are working on, because I just love to sort of hear about that. I love anything crochet related that you guys want to talk about. Just talk to me in the comments and I'll reply to you guys. And please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can keep up to date with my videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.